In September, West Michigan Mountain Bike Alliance was awarded a certificate of congressional recognition for the completion of the Dragon Trail. I really wasn't sure what to do with such an award. It sat in the glove box of my truck until just a few nights, and I took a picture and made a slide of it. But what this represents to our trail group is close to 30 years from handwritten meeting notes and trail plans and following game trail to make multi-use recreational opportunities to the completion of the Dragon, which was a multi-million-dollar project spanning 3 communities. Please know that gap from where we started to where we are today was volunteers. That's a word that I'm going to use over and over and over in tonight's presentation, and I want to place emphasis on that. This is not our job. We sacrifice this time for these trails for everyone to use, and I'm really going to call a lot of attention to that. A run through of the things I want to talk about. I've got some thank yous, some leadership goal reviews from last year, project highlights, community event highlights, our 2024 financial summary, our 2025 budget, a brief conversation on our transition to IMBA for membership management, talking about upcycle, everyone's user expectations for our trails, our leadership goals, and my calls to action for all of you. First, a quick thanks to City Built. As a heads up, if you scan your QR code to order your beer, you need to stay at that table. If you move, close it out. Also, congratulations to City Built, who was just awarded Brewer of the Year from the Food and Beverage Association. Edwin, can we come back next year? Okay. All right, so 2025 annual meeting planning is complete. Also, a very special thanks to the Pedal Progressions podcast for their live interviews and the audio setup from tonight's event. You can find them on Spotify, Instagram, and their link tree. They have merch and links to their nonprofit sponsor, and these guys are doing really cool things. Highly recommend their podcast. My next thank you, I would like all of our valued trail coordinators and trail adopters to either stand or raise your hand so we can see where you are at. Trail coordinators and trail adopters. Now, what these folks need more than you to pick up their tab for food and drink, which you absolutely should, and buy 2 for Pamela because her birthday is tomorrow. Hey, Armin told me, and he was our number 1 donor for Giving Tuesday. So what they need more than for you to pick up their tab is your help. We're going to have 25 public and community-focused trail days in 2025, and we need people there helping them. It is exhausting work. They say they love it. I've done it for a full year. It sucks. They need your help. Next, I would like to ask WMMBA support teams, our Yankee Springs Time Trial Committee, our Community Event Support Team, our Progressive Trails Support Team, and our Fundraising Support Team raise their hand and hold them up. Now, One of our leadership goals in 2024 was to expand our board capacity, and I had 3 meetings in a row in 1 week with these individuals begging for help. And every single person whose hand was up stepped up in a big way, making significant commitments of their personal time. You're also going to notice that the same hands that went up as trail coordinators and trail adopters, their hands also went up as part of our support team. So those people are pulling double duty. And also a thank you to our community partners, our donors, and our sponsors. We had a really exciting 2024 with lots of projects complete, lots of exciting community events, thanks to them. And then last but not least, the West Michigan Mountain Bike Alliance Board of Directors. Can you guys stand or raise your hands and keep them held up? Buckle up, West Michigan, because we've assembled a team of energetic, experienced, enthusiastic leaders that love trails. 2024 leadership goal number 1, we wanted to establish a sustainable and supported system for trail maintenance. In 2024, we hosted 17 community trail days with board leadership present, with tools in hand at 15 of the 17 trail days. We invested $4,900 in tools, did a chainsaw safety training. In October of 2023, we met at Railtown. Glad we don't have to go back there. Of the 24 different support requests that those trail coordinators made of the board of directors, we honored 100% of them. We also filled 4 open TC volunteer spots and have 12 of our 16 trail systems inventoried. 2024 leadership goal number 2 was improved financial organization. WMBA made a $4,000 investment in financial management services. We have board-approved financial procedures. We have public awareness of project costs. We have our 2024 financial summary and budget that is public and posted on our website. And we have our 2025 financial summary and budget is posted on our website. And then we have a monthly board review of our expenditures, which are 100% documented. An interesting statistic with all of our signage and all of our trail projects, we had just shy of 500 transactions in 2024. If you want to know what and how much and where it was bought, we have that recorded. Goal number 3 was to build those support teams to improve community outreach. We went from 4 community events in 2023 to 15 in 2024. Our Progressive Trails support team worked on the trail inventory in partnership with our trail coordinators and made significant improvements at Wallfield, Richmond, and the Underground. Our fundraising support team took our project-specific and event fundraising last year of $8,500 in 2023 to just south of $30,000 in 2024. And we increased our membership from 432 to 501. My goal was 600. Pato is still number 1.
That's not acceptable.
Thank you. Thank you. Project highlights. The grand opening of the Fred Bunn Multi-Use Trail in East Grand Rapids in partnership with the East Grand Rapids Community Foundation, the City of East Grand Rapids. This is a project carried on the shoulders of 10 years of community engagement and a huge fundraising effort. I'm embarrassed to admit that I complained about maybe having to pick up the cake. So a thank you to the previous board leadership and everyone involved in making that project possible.
Also, what's its real name, Dan?
Hot Buns. Hot Buns. In September, we completed and opened the Dragon. Similar to, did we lose this? Still work? Still work? All right, sorry. Just like the Fred Bunn Multi-Use Trail, a project that spanned multiple boards, multiple community engagement efforts, and again, I was there with our current board just planning the party. So thank you to everyone that made that project possible. It was a good party. It was a good party. Some project highlights from 2024, a major bridge replacement at Merrill. We made significant improvements at Hammond Hill with tread repair. We replaced a bridge at the Cannonsburg State Game Area. We added 2 progressive rock features at Richmond. We did a volunteer build on a return trail at Richmond. We did a Wallfield North Trailhead relocation. We started a Wallfield Kid Loop, and we made Perrin flow line improvements. This list is not just, hey, let's go do some trail stuff. These are multiple meetings with land managers. This is fundraising effort to make it happen. And this is volunteers on site to complete the project. So this stuff is multiple days, multiple hours to make these projects happen. I'm really excited for everything that our volunteers accomplished in 2024. Trail signs. We did complete installation of signage at Ken O'Shea, the Underground, Richmond Park, Manhattan Park, the Ball Perkins Green Loop with upgrades at Luton, Yankee, Merrill, Ionia Rec Area East Trail, and Dragon directional signage. In total, we invested $12,000 in signage in 2024. Our 15 community events that we hosted, highlights including our Bikes Are Magic event at Luton, our Skirts in the Dirt youth event, the Dragon grand opening, and our WMMBA Skirts Global Fat Bike Ride. Financial summary of the investments, keyword focused on investments. We consider these trails as assets to the community. When we pour dollars into them, we're investing not only in the trails that we love, but also in the infrastructure and the amenity. Trail maintenance expenses and training, $27,000. Finance consultation, $4,800. Tool investment, $4,800. Signage, $8,500. Insurance, just south of $6,000. Administrative, which was paid staff, $4,000. Promotion, marketing, and social media, paid staff, $7,000. Tax prep at $2,500. Other and general expenses, which included last year's annual meeting and some 2023 forgotten invoices, $4,700. Of our new project fund, we spent $3,700, and then website hosting and Squarespace fees of $1,600. Our operating budget in total for 2024 was $67,000, and we came in just a smidge over at $75,000 in investments total. Our budget for 2025, and my apologies, it's tough to see. We're projecting a $20,000 for membership coming in, $40,000 from the Yankee Springs time trial, which gives us $60,000 to invest. $1,000 for tax prep, insurance at $6,000, website $2,500, miscellaneous expenses at $1,000. For fundraising events, the race expenses of the Yankee Springs time trial are over $15,000 last year. We're working to get those lower this year. And then investing $3,000 in other fundraising events. We're also going to make a big push this year to do a better job engaging with the community and growing our membership. We're going to invest $3,000 in community events, $2,000 marketing those events, and $500 in member communication, $3,000 in tools, $1,000 in trail counters, $15,000 in trail maintenance, with $5,000 for new projects, and we're setting aside $2,000 this year for signage. In the late fall, we made the decision to transition our membership management to IMBA. This was a year-long conversation. Our previous membership management platform, Squarespace, presented some unique challenges for us and created a lot of work to communicate and engage with our members, to determine renewals, cancellations. This transition, we also consulted with other trail groups that use it, and we also consulted and got quotes from other service providers. We made the decision to transition to IMBA for membership management because of their communication platform, their support with fundraising, their administrative support, their support with advocacy at a state and national level. We believe it does improve our credibility, support us with larger scale project planning, and puts us in a better position for our long-term sustainability. One of our community engagement initiatives that I'm really excited about is our partnership with Upcycle. We've got the bin up front for you guys to bring new and used bike saddles for our saddle drive. When we met with Upcycle in the winter at one of our board meetings and asked them, how can we help? Beyond the fundraising, beyond the volunteer engagement, which we also are looking for, they mentioned saddles were a need. We're going to be collecting saddles at all of our community events. So if you forgot to bring one tonight, bring one to our Yankee Springs Time Trial Packet Pickup or our next membership meeting in March at the grand opening of the Rockford Bike Shop at their new spot. If you don't have saddles, you can pick up low-cost options, sporting goods stores, things like that. I changed this slide last minute, and I regret it. Why? This trail slide had a picture of John Hillary. I asked his permission. For those of you that don't know John Hillary from online fame, John Hillary has very, very high expectations. He has very high expectations for awesome mountain bike amenities. His expectations are shared among multiple trail users. There is a huge gap between those trail user expectations and what WMMBA is. Currently, we are a 100% volunteer-run organization. I am not a trail professional. I'm a public school teacher. My board of, our board of directors have jobs and families, and when we're doing work to advance trails, it comes at the expense of our personal time, of our riding time, just like our trail coordinators, just like our trail adopters, and any other volunteer that shows up to support. We have a $60,000 annual budget in comparison to these larger trail groups, which have $750,000 to $1 million to play with per year. I know this because I've met with them. I've scheduled calls and said, how in the hell are you making this happen? $750,000 to $1 million a year. 2 of our 9 land managers currently offer financial support for the maintenance of trails. That means the other 7, the responsibility for those improvements rests solely on West Michigan Mountain Bike Alliance. 5 of 9 land managers have invested financially in trails since 2023. And our trail day participation this year was less than 5. If I take away Bill Norman, who was at every single one, and his partner in crime, Joe Limpin, he's bowling tonight. If anyone has his number and a cell phone, give him some shit. And then I take away the trail coordinator, and then of 15 of those 17 days, I was there. We cannot have expectations for major trail improvements if I have not a lot of volunteer engagement at those trail days. And then lastly, here we go. Right here. I've got it. Jackson, just come on. We also go to the meetings, and we're sitting across the table from the big 3. Because when those park improvement surveys hit social media, pickleball, splash pads, and dog parks are the top 3 every single time. Pickleball is across the table at every single Parks Commission meeting, every single City Commission meeting. When we're there advocating for dollars and opportunities, they're there. We're not always there. Then you have youth sports, disc golf, and other popular park amenities. We're all there asking for money. We're all there asking for opportunities. Yes. Leadership goals for 2025 to work towards closing that gap. WMBA will increase, and we're going to double, our fundraising and sponsorship opportunities. How we're going to accomplish that is expanded volunteer engagement focus specific on corporate partnerships and fundraising opportunities. We're going to explore and build a foundation for a second large-scale fundraising event by 2026. And we're going to have 4 active and new fundraising events in 2025. One is already scheduled at our Golf 616 event. I have 2 more in the works and a 4th that's just in the early idea stages. Second leadership goal for us, we need to increase 100 members. God damn it, I do not want to be here next year talking about Pato. We're at 501. I need 99 of your friends to sign up so that I can say, blah, 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 Dan Frayer, president of Michigan's largest nonprofit trail group. I need 100. How we're going to accomplish that? Community events focused on increasing membership, volunteers, and fundraising. We're going to improve our membership communication through social media, our brand new website that launched this week, public meetings and monthly newsletters. We're going to be active participants in the IMBA membership drives. And then we've also divided some of the work among some new leadership teams, including trail maintenance improvement led by Justin Simpson. Membership and community engagement led by Don Lawless. And membership communication led by Brian Davis. Yeah, let me get through when we get to questions. And then, number 3, improve our organizational sustainability. We need to work towards effective volunteer engagement strategies for trail maintenance. I don't want to have any conversations about new trails if I'm still pushing a brush hog in June. And that's a challenge that I'm going to put out to you because we want new, we want cool, but we have a lot of opportunities to maintain what we have. And while our trail coordinators and trail adopters work tirelessly to maintain these trails, we are 1 or 2 highly engaged volunteers away from having issues in being able to sustain and maintain those trails. We're going to continue our work to improve our financial organization and transparency. We're going to continue our work in building credibility with our partners, our land managers, and our members. And we're going to commit to opportunities that are within our volunteer and financial capacity. Now for my calls to action. We're talking a lot about what West Michigan Mountain Bike Alliance leadership and highly engaged volunteers can do. Now I'm looking to this broader group and riders that aren't here but you know that you can talk to. Number one, I need you to join. At the $40 membership level, that's enough for gas and two-stroke oil for one trim of Winalda with 3 people with gas-powered machines. $75 is a chainsaw tune-up or a bar and chain replacement. Jackson, I'm sorry. He's told me, quit putting the thing in the dirt. I'm like, I'm trying. So really, $75 is when I mess up a chainsaw. $100 is a trail signage installment with post and hardware. The $250 membership buys us 1 ton of flagstone outcropping. And a $750 membership level gives me 1 day of heavy equipment rental or half a day of pro trail builder labor. Don, you want to chime in?
As my responsibility for membership, you got to ask the people you ride with to make sure they're members. And then think about what mountain biking means to you and at least hit that $100 mark.
So first call to action, join and invite your friends. Exercise that positive peer pressure. Make them feel bad.
Shame.
Tell them about all the promises I've made and how to invest those membership dollars. Call to action number 2. Because we've committed to doubling our fundraising capacity in 2025, there's lots of ways that you can support and encourage your friends to support. The first is contribution towards our general expenses, working towards next year's annual budget. We have project-specific contribution opportunities with active campaigns for sustainability improvements at Richmond and a groomer at Yankee. We have endless future project opportunities. Endless. And then larger scale donations provides us with an opportunity for matching funds, dollar for dollar. My third call to action is get involved. Show up at the trail days. 2025, I want 10 bodies. Bring your kids. Bring your neighbors. Trick them. I promise, we're going to make it fun. It's more than just, hey, show up and get poison ivy and eat some shitty pizza. We're going to make it fun. I do have open trail adopter spots. If you want to be a voice at the table for trail improvements, this is a great way. This one's my favorite. Positive online engagement. I need you to like, I need you to comment, I need you to share. I need you to offer your feedback by email. If there's a challenge with a sign or an issue or a bridge and you email, anyone who's done it, emails that come to trails@wimba.org, I respond within 24 hours. You'll be connected with the trail coordinator within a day, and we'll work towards a solution. Right now, when I post a help wanted ad, it's crickets and 2 likes. But when I get the colors of a couple arrows wrong on a sign, The internet goes 35 comments deep within an hour. And that's not fair. That's a user group working against itself. Land managers watch that. So, of those $12,000 of signs we installed in 2024, are there errors? Yep. When you find them, email me and we'll fix it. I don't need 40 comments online. Attend our community events, attend our social rides, and then we have support team openings. Our fundraising support team, our community event support team, and currently, I need 5 engaged people to join our Yankee Springs time trial. This event is critical. Most trail groups do not have an event that raises $25,000 annually. I need people on board to keep that event going. Now, while I'm answering some trail user submitted questions, and with my call to action, I've got some events that are already scheduled. I will be looking for people getting their cell phones out and adding to their calendar. We're going to be at the Women's Health Expo in February, giving away 25 entries to the Yankee Springs time trial for women and 15 entries for the Cow Pie Classic. Our Golf 616 is fundraising event number 1, 25 bucks. I don't really know what simulator golf is, but it looks fun. Yankee Springs Trail Day in March, we have another one in April. We have a trail day coming up at Ionia, and we have a trail day on Sunday at Yankee Springs with automobiles, snowshoes, chainsaws. It's going to be sweet. So now for trail user submitted questions. I'm almost done. Yes, question number 1. Have there been any thoughts or efforts to develop single track through Seidman Park? Seems like a great potential for some really great riding similar to Luton. Seidman has a unique history. It's a 500-acre parcel over in Ada that has a pretty extensive network of natural surface trails that are foot traffic only, including sections of the North Country Trail. There is a mountain bike optimized proof of concept flow trail right next to it. Right along Honey Creek, along that paved trail, I would check it out. Ride it, take pictures, tell your friends, because that's the big push for the Kent single track network. Am I advocating for access at Seidman currently? No. Here's the hot take. As a hiker, backpacker, and trail runner, and I'm going to make a lot of people mad if you're 3 beers deep, I see value in foot traffic only trails.
It's true.
So we are not actively pursuing opportunities at Seidman. I know there's a history of trying there, but I also know Kent County has several parcels to be considered for mountain bike trails. My hope is that everyone, when we post it on social media, instead of posting on the trail conditions page, you took your comments to the park's feedback survey and said the word mountain bike trail over and over and over and over. That's what I need. Second question, where are we in the build process for Johnson Park Trail?
Where are we, Dan?
Yeah, where are we? We are actively engaged with Kent County. In 2020, WMMBA developed a concept plan in partnership with IMBA. We made some commitments in 2022. Where we stand currently is I'm responding to Kent County's calls within 15 minutes specific to that project. You're not going to hear any commitment from me on any trail project until there's equipment on site digging in the dirt. We're going to celebrate completed projects, and I kind of like surprises. So, no updates. I'm sorry. Next question. What's the latest on pickleball and Merrill? They raised $15 million in 1 year. Millions of dollars in 1 year for that expansion. No.
Who raised that much money?
West Michigan Sports Commission. Construction, it's a good question. Construction is underway on their expansion of the baseball fields and the pickleball courts. A majority of the Wilderness Trail is built on West Michigan Sports Commission property. We are very lucky and in constant communication with those construction groups of what's going to be impacted. Thankfully, it's minimal. I went, and yesterday, the construction manager was impressed with my beard ice. I introduced myself, and we talked about one turn that we're focused on trying to preserve. Right now, a lot of those trees will be removed, and that land has to be graded, leveled out. There will be impacts. There will be reroutes only on the Wilderness Trail, and they will be minimal. We will share more with some public engagement for updates and timing. We do not anticipate any trail closures. We do anticipate reroutes that will be temporary because when that grading is complete, we're going to be able to reestablish the trail in that area. Next question. What advice do you have for more aggressive riding set to advance their riding preferences? Last year, we launched the Progressive Trails support team, and we have a group of 10 individuals that are very, very, very engaged, not only with shovels, but answering my call when I have no idea what. All right, I'm an XC guy. So to have that team of 10 on my side that I can call and we can explore opportunities and draft plans, it's a great asset to the organization. What is the best thing to do? Because that Rockstar group is set to advance those riding preferences is join our fundraising support team. Fun trails cost money. Jump lines are $100,000 and $1,000 a year to maintain. Join, be a voice at the table. Let's raise some money together to explore those opportunities. Quit talking shit online though. Quit talking shit online. Next question. Has there been any thought to doing a fundraising event at Richmond for more trail improvements? A downhill race, laps, etc. Event, yes. Race, no. Yankee Springs Time Trial is a 500-hour volunteer effort with race expenses that exceed $15,000. With my background in event promotion, I can put together a really crappy race for $4,500, and if I have less than 100 people show up, I lose money. A social ride, an event, absolutely. Email trails@WMMBA, and we will set it up. I got a couple more. Are there any new trails or trail expansions for trails south of Grand Rapids? Kentwood, where I live, trying for the last 4 years. Nowhere. Sorry. We did present a skill park to the Hastings City and Parks Commission 2 weeks ago. We have land manager approved projects in Caledonia, need funding. And then Middleville, 1,200 acres of state managed land. Be sweet, but state managed land. So projects in the works, yes. Shovel ready, no. Last question. Is Bill Norman superhuman? Because I've never seen... So
See that man as Superman.
Superman. Not everyone in this room has had the privilege of spending time in the woods with Bill. I have. With mosquitoes so thick that we couldn't see. There's a lot of mosquitoes out today. Not this sucks, not I'm leaving. I wanted to leave. He didn't want to leave, so we stayed. And brush hogged 6 miles of trail.
I was sure I was going to get poison ivy.
Bill and I together have cleared trees. Bill and I have walked trail. And if you haven't had the privilege of spending time in the woods with Bill or Jackson or Martin or Pamela or Brad or any of our other valued trail coordinators, I'd highly recommend it. They commit a lot of time so that we can ride and not have any prickers even brushing our forearms. They commit their time. They love our trails. They need help. Join them. I'm going to leave this up here. I have a rule that I'm not allowed to have a microphone and a beer, and I've wanted a beer here for a really long time. So that's the end of my presentation. WMMBA board member leadership will be around answering questions till 9 o'clock.